What's going on, trainers? Welcome back to another episode. Professor Adventure here, and we got...
What's up, trainers?
Yeah! For another awesome
Pandemon.
Pandemon! Every time I hear
we gotta start giving that one some love.
Yes.
We gotta start giving that the actual Pokemon channel the love, not my main channel.
I'm not gonna lie, every time I hear Pandemon, all I can think of is Digimon, especially with all the Digimon love that has happened over the week. I don't know if you're a fan of Digimon, but I loved Digimon back in the day. But it has been a busy week, y'all. A very, very busy week. It started, and I think we were talking about this in the last video that I haven't uploaded it yet. I've been busy dealing with a not feeling good wife, and some crazy college homework. But we won't get into that. So we were talking about the amount of things coming out, and no joke, since I think it was Tuesday that the floodgates have released the amount of leaked information. Panda saw it, y'all. I was showing Panda before we started recording.
I haven't even, let's be honest, I've still not even got to really finish it. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Every time I'd go to watch it, I'd either have little mister down here or 3 other people texting me. Well, I'm trying to watch the video, and I'm trying to watch it with no interruptions. I got halfway through it. Got texted, started it over. Halfway through it, texted, started it over. I wanted no pauses, no nothing. I just wanted to finish it in one go.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I've not even finished it in one go. I started watching it. So... and what we're talking about, trainers, if you didn't know, the Nintendo Direct dropped. Like, they told us the day before they were going to drop it. And it had been leaked like no other that it was going to happen. And you had people across the community saying, oh, this is not going to happen. There's not even going to be, even if it does happen, there's not going to be Pokemon news. And then, boom.
Boom.
But I worked night shift, and it was happening at 9 or 9:30 our time is when it dropped in the morning. So I'm asleep, and I'm not even gonna lie, I set my alarm on Pokemon Sleep for 9 o'clock, and I clicked some community people's stream, and I watched it with them. Because I kind of fell asleep. I happened to wake up right when it was starting. I fell asleep again, watched a little bit more until the very end of the Direct, and I still have not even seen it fully through. So I'm right there with you, Panda. This will be, for both of us, it'll be the first time through of watching it.
And hopefully neither one of us gets texted to hearing the ding in the background.
I turned on a vibrate, so I'm good there.
Yeah, give me just a second, trainers.
While he's doing that, I'm telling y'all, this week, Pokemon news, official and unofficial. Okay, we are going to talk about some leak stuff, because there's some major stuff that if it is true, amazing.
I just realized something. I can't put my stuff on vibrate.
Oh yeah, you can't. You gotta lose.
Yeah, but I have a legitimate reason why I have to.
You have a good reason. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and switch over to a different setup so we can watch the said trailer. And it is about 3 minutes long. At least this one on YouTube. But okay. Now I don't have I don't think the sound will record. Not sure if I have that set up right, but we're just gonna play the video and
If
we're
you
gonna
ha-
talk about it.
just a heads up, if you have it to where it's the sounds in the stream,
Oh,
play
yeah,
it real
they
quick and I'll tell
click
you.
down.
Yeah. It might be a little close because of the being the sound in there.
I can mute
You
it.
should be able.
We'll just mute it. It's better to mute it than Alright.
Let me do it this way then, because I prefer the sound with this. Let me pull it up over here for me.
So, yo. This trailer, when it dropped, oh my goodness. There's a lot of information in this trailer, and there's not a lot of information in this trailer all at the same time. So
Better
let's
be
go.
good news. That better be good news.
Ooh, good news, good news.
No, I'm not going to that place fucking morning shift.
Yuck. Alright.
No, I want my night shift.
Oh, see, I want to go back to day shift so bad, but... Alright.
Yeah, well, I say that, but this what I'm going for right now is technically day shift, but
Here we go. Goodness, I see so much stuff already. Oh, this isn't even a full trailer. Is it?
it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh.
I'm slightly off. I've got the sound slightly off from what your video is.
Okay, we've seen that. We showed that before.
Mhm.
Potion. Alright. Quizartica.
And you was kind of right with what you was talking about last time with the when we was talking about the tower.
Oh, the Lumia. Yeah. Alright, so there's the Wild Zone. We already knew about the Wild Zones. They're definitely showing different Pokemon than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
And notice the mini-map, too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that in the trailer.
Yeah. There's Crocorock. And look, they're using the Flaffy that they had before. Okay. Dedenne. Speepa. I like that Steelix. Ugh. Alright, so we're switching to night. Notice the red spots too. Okay. Honed, Shercross. We're ready for battling. Zero wins. Okay. Alright. We got, oh, we could run from rank D. Oh, she's up there too if she's rank D. But we'll get into that. Dig. And Mega Alakazam. We've already seen Mega Gallade too. Rank Z goes to rank Y. Okay. Is this the part I think it is? No. I think that's Brave Bird that Talonflame just used. There's that
It is.
card. This. I have so many questions about that part.
Oh, with the yeah. I have a suspicion.
Alright, so
I-
let's back this up.
Nope. I do not want. No. Back up. I do not want the next video that was trying to show me.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Ah! Hold up. back it up again. So, first off, we've got Roaring Moon. See, I did the same thing that Nintendo did. So right after this dropped, Nintendo actually called it Roaring Moon instead of Mega Salamence. Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a difference.
There's a major difference. But they do look the same too in some parts. But it's just funny because they did that and it was the laugh all over Twitter. It was hilarious. Okay. Let's see, I might have to settings, playback speed. We are gonna drop it down. Alright. Hit play. Of course, Dragon Meteor. We got Altair. Go-Go. Right? Kind of look at the background too, because I feel like everybody, it went so quick, even during the thing, during the direct, and everybody rewatching, like they went so quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Pinsir,
Umbreon.
I don't know what move it's using, but that was epic. And
Horn Attack's what I was assuming.
Oh yeah, Horn Attack might be good. This looks like Swift, but look at where we are. Everywhere we've been outside, this is the inside of, and a lot of people have theorized that it's the Looker Bureau, you know, the little detective's office, especially with Meowstic there. Got people in the background. There's that Mega Gallade, right? Against Haunter. Look in the background too. Do you see that? It looks either like a Pokemon Center. I think it is. It looks like a Pokemon Center. Because I think that might be a potion or something in that background.
Looks like a super hyper potion.
Yeah.
Just with the color and everything.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, this is so good.
Shadow Claw.
Yeah, Noivern. I can't wait to use Noivern.
Hurricane.
Flame. There's Houndoom. Dude, that picture right there. Oh, Ninja Gougy. Oh, Mega Gengar. Oh, it's so much smaller than I was expecting. I'm really hoping size. Okay, we have another inside battle. Another one. This time, it looks like it might be in the hotel, but it's not the Z Hotel. There's Mega Gyarados, right? We got, I forget what her name is, but the female protagonist, Pokemon Legends Z to A. Oh, this is, being able to break this down is making me even more hype, dude. Here we go. Pidgeys. Alright. We got some stalls in the background. I'm almost wondering if maybe we'll be able to go talk to him.
Something that I think is kind of funny that was brought to my attention last night.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday. That if it's just Lumio City, that's not going to be a very big map.
Oh, it's going to be huge, dude. It's going to be huge. Because everybody's not taking into account verticality. Everybody's thinking, oh, it's the Lumio City of, like, the old DS game. But really, it's, I mean, you see, we've already seen prior the portals. We've seen the scaffolding. You can see right here in this video, in this trailer.
You're on top of the house. Yeah.
Roof. There's a bridge back there. There's a ladder over here. Like.
And you're about to jump across using your Rotom phone too.
Yeah. There's so many layers.
Yeah, see, I wonder, is it going to be one of those things where it automatically does it, or if you misclick, you black out?
I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, so
Let's see. That's just like.
let me see here. Can I zoom in? No. Like, I want to see what's back there. Like, you see what I'm looking at?
Hold up. Hold up.
You got
Hold up, hold up, hold
the posters. I'm really curious if I can't tell as it is.
What did you?
Because it
Give me a second.
It looks like a fashion one, which makes sense with it being Paris. You know, Parisian. It's the fashion capital. You know. Oh. Just close these out. Like, I can't tell what that is, but that one maybe might be able to tell. That one poster that's catty corner. Oh,
Let me take it out of that. Let me pull up photos.
oh, did you take a screenshot?
Yes, I did.
And see, there was a joke going around. Can you see it?
The only problem with that. Trying to zoom in any. I can't zoom in no farther. And
Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
yeah, that's all I've got, and that's the best I could do. Not with mine. Meant to in my stream.
Well, maybe we'll be able to see stuff like that when we get in game. Alright, so we'll hit play. Totodile, Chikorita. Chikorita, the Vine Whip, man. So
But see,
there's a joke.
now-
with this one. So, Totodile got coffee in the first trailer. Chikorita is getting coffee in the second trailer. Why ain't Tepig getting some coffee, man?
You wanna know what? Speaking of the scene, you wanna know what I think's funny is?
What's that?
Look at Chikorita right now.
Yeah, can I? The face is gone.
It literally looks just like a celery stick with legs. That's literally what Chikorita looks like right now. There's no face.
Whoa, that was trippy, dude.
I noticed that last night when I was watching and everything, because I watched this scene I don't know how many times last night.
Right?
But like when I looked, I was like, "Wait a minute, there's no face."
When you sent me that, I was like, wait, what? Wait, I had to double check because I'm like, is it a glitch? And then she opened her eyes and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Now this, I love this look of Totodile right now.
Oh, it looks so menacing. But see, now what I've got to figure out, which I'm hoping they give more information on
Yeah.
and stuff, but I doubt it. Or is it just going to be the Royale, or is there going to be actual like gems and stuff?
I have a feeling we're not going to see any gems. I think it's only going to be Royale. But we'll get into that. Water gun. Oh. Okay, so there's another cafe. And I'm thinking, you see that sign, that cafe sign. I'm thinking we're going to see more of that. Because if you go back, right? My camera is in front of... I'm going to step back. Where is it? It's right here. See in the background, there's a cafe sign. But this time it's red. So I'm wondering if, depending upon the section of Lumio City you're in, is dependent upon the color, maybe?
Possibility. See, something I thought about. I'll wait until we get to that part of the video, actually.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff. We're going to have to, like, there's going to be so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you see people in the background. I'm thinking this is a wild zone. 'Cause you just got taxis just parked. You got the Pidgey. There's a... Is that a wild zone up there?
That's a possibility.
Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. And of course, the Lumio City map that we showed a couple weeks ago. And then it's been on the official page, which has been really awesome that they've been updating that page. But this proves that Furfrou, obviously we know is going to be in there, but we're going to see the different haircuts and stuff that Furfrou has, the different forms, right? Because if you look in the bottom right, there's that the bluish form. Okay.
No, I was saying check yours.
Okay, that's fine. We'll be done by then. Should be at least.
Yeah, you say that, but every video that we've done since I've joined, we've done at least 2 hours.
Actually, the last video was an hour and a half.
Really? We actually kept it short.
That's with
we
me
kept it
adding
under.
Mocha, Dene, Quizartico. Fletchling. I love the spritzy on top. And if you notice in the background, alright, we saw it in the first trailer, right? The holograms. I'm curious how that's going to play into the story. And we got Roserade. There's that hologram. A Skidoo.
See, I know this is gonna sound like a kind of a messed up joke at the same time with this though. The holograms are gonna turn on us.
Hey, maybe. The
Eevee.
The Porygon, Houndour. I can't wait to use Houndour and Howdoom.
See, what I wonder is if they're gonna kind of have it like Legends Arceus, where you can't breed and you can just catch. You'll be able to catch multiple.
I'm thinking so. So far, I don't think we've seen any type of breeding system, which really kind of, I mean, it's kind of cool, but kind of sucks at the same time. I mean, this game isn't made for competitive, so why would you breed them?
Well, I'm saying that because like, and even though the newer games, they've made it easier to be able to catch them all.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta remember, I'm still stuck back in 1 through 3.
Oh yeah.
Where you could only get one of those Pokemon at a certain time, unless you either traded with a friend or you breeded with the Ditto. Was the only way you was getting another one, aka Eevee.
Yeah. I think we'll have to catch them all.
Which I'm okay with too.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. So I love this jogger in the background, right? That means we're going to be in a living city. And then Espeon, they're just walking around.
See, I wonder if they're going to kind of have like they do in Y. X and Y.
What do you mean?
Because, well, I've been doing a playthrough for X and pretty much Y and everything. I had just finally got to the first gym because I've been powering up Pokemon because I didn't know what the gym types was.
Right.
And, well, I wonder if we're going to get rollerblades.
See, that's been the question everybody's got, but so far, we've not seen anything of it. So I don't know. I would love to have that, just because it might make things a little bit easier, but I also feel like there's going to be a lot of, what are they called? Stations, fly stations, waypoints that we can fast travel points. That's what I was looking for. I feel like there should be a lot of those. Because in Arceus, there was a lot of fast travel points that we could go to. So, Going through, going through. Okay, so now we're in the wild zones. All right.
Okay, we're getting to where I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to jump ahead in the video if I can help it.
We see in the background of Magikarp. Alright. There's not Barbaracle, but Barnacle, Staryu, Slowpoke, of course, Mega Slowbro, right? I love the Heracross. I might use Heracross. Ekans, Patrat. I noticed this as it was going through. The Spinarak in the background.
Two of them.
Yeah. And that
See,
looked
I didn't
like
notice
a
that.
graveyard too. Alright, so we're walking in. Now that mini map, dude. Alright, so this one doesn't show a whole lot, but I think this is a Wild Zone the 2 that we saw before. You can see in the mini map it shows 2. It's a fast travel. Look at it. In the mini map, right?
Yeah, it has a wing on it. Yeah, oh, I can see it. It's got like a wing and stuff on the next to the 2.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so Budew. We already knew about Roserade. And of course the Magikarp underneath. I'm wondering what the multiple arrows up. Of course Budew got caught. All the Pokemon we've seen so far. Crocorock. That crunch, dude. That crunch is nice. It's got the same visibility like Arceus, Swirlix. Swirlix in the background too.
Jumping on an umbrella. Spinarak.
A Meowstic. Floette.
Floette and Flora.
Okay, so this is that teleport for the verticality I was telling you about. We get teleported up, which brings me back to so much of Gen 1 and 2 back in the day. I want to pause it here. Or yeah, no. Dedenne, Pidgey, Spupa.
Fletching.
Is that a Fletchling in the back?
I think so. It looks like one.
Kinda does, yeah. Steelix.
Felix.
That Steelix, dude, looks legit. And then you notice, like, it's almost like a basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
Hawlucha. Of course, we got Lampent.
Yeah, why did I go Chandelure?
I thought the same thing. Starmie.
Slowbro.
Aurelia. Another Wild Zone. There's so much verticality. Like, even though it's just the cities. I know you're so ready. The night. Now I'm
Perfect.
wondering, with
See,
the red, if we can't go up there at night. Let's say what you're gonna say. You're dying to say.
Well,
it.
no. Well, first off, no, you can still go in the red zones because that's where like you go to battle and stuff. So and it showed you up. It showed you on the roofs and later in this. But I wonder,
Okay.
with it being kind of like a battle royale and everything, if they're going to have a like just your solo thing, and then like with Sword and Shield, you can go online and you can see other people running around. I wonder if they'll have two different on that, where you have your online status, in your ranking, and then you have your offline solo status ranking.
That would be interesting. But
Oh yeah, no,
look at these graphics, dude.
I know.
For Pokemon,
They're
that's great.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, they're not going to look that good on the Switch itself.
Well, that is the Switch. This was the Nintendo Switch 1 Direct. That was played on the Switch 1.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I thought that was on the Switch too.
Is on the 2nd. It's on Tuesday. Or it's 7th. 2nd. I forget. But it's like next week. So this was all Switch 1.
Oh, so damn, that does look good.
I'm wondering if that's a cutscene though. Because we've seen the actual play. I mean, look at that, dude. That's gotta be a cutscene. But still. Oh. And then, of course, we talked about this. Now, one thing, actually, coming up with this video, one thing that got brought up to my attention, okay, in the original reveal trailer, this section, when it says a promotional match, glitches out. So I'm almost wondering if maybe somebody hacks into the system.
Holograms are going to take over.
There, see? Did you see it? It did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But that may also be kind of how they're doing it too. It's a possibility though.
Yeah. So we go in. So I'm wondering if the red is battle zones. So we see a little.
We could still go into the regular zones too. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because they may have it like it was an Arceus. You could only catch certain types of Pokemon at certain parts of the day.
I mean, that's true. Quasartico in the background. Now this part was really interesting, right? So they went back to the moment they see you, battle time, right?
Well, if you back it up just a hair, please.
Let's start there. Oh, it's too far. There we go.
Wait, pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. So if you actually look at the top of the screen, look at the very top.
Yeah, you got the eyes.
It's got a timer, so you
Yeah.
have a chance to still run away. So it's not an instant battle time.
Yeah.
You've got that opportunity to still run away from the battle before it even starts.
Now, I'm glad we went back because on the screen we see in the top right corner there's quests and stuff. I've seen pictures of where there's specific quests where you have to mega. We'll have to see if we can find it. But there's like where do this quest to mega evolve this Pokemon in the middle of battle, and you get this quest done. There's a quest right there, even though it says 0 wins. Then, if we go to the mini map, look at the mini map. We were just talking about the fast travel points. There's multiple there. You got a cafe. Which I'm wondering, because wasn't in X and Y in Lumio City battle cafes? I wonder if this is a battle cafe. Like this cafe is the entrance to the ZA stuff. And then exclamation point. We've been challenged. Go into battle.
Wait. So it looks like I can't. You've got
There's Floette.
Floette, Mareef.
Yeah. I can't tell.
I can't tell what that. Fletchling Bellsprout. Hang on, what time is that? That is 2:04.
Yeah, look at that, and then tell me what you see.
That's.
Of course, we see Totodile.
Oh, it's sword Pokemon.
Honedge.
Yeah, it's Honedge.
Nice. Which I'm excited to use that one. I didn't actually use that one in.
I wonder if they're gonna give. I don't understand the hate on it because now that I've started to play Y, I don't see the hate on them. But I wonder if they're gonna give the trio some love.
You talking about that trio? The monkeys? That's for after the video. We'll talk about that after the video. But I don't.
Well, I'm just saying that from experience because Pansage, he's my go-to on Y.
Yeah, a lot of people. I've never been a fan of those monkeys. I'm not gonna lie, but I've not played X and Y either. So, but
I've just started playing it. But I guess it's different between the X and Y and Pokemon Go too.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, Vine Whip. Look at that Vine Whip, dude. And of course, we see Totodile's moves. Oh, the bite and the crunch are so amazing. Now, here's another thing. Okay. Oh, look in the corner we see. I guess that's coinage, and we also see points. How many wins? Mini map. We see that he's got a Lucario. But underneath her name, it shows how many Pokemon she's got. And it showed that in the last one, too. So we see her Pokemon's level, too. So if we can sneak up on them, we can figure out if we're strong enough to take them on. And then, let's see. Umbreon.
So Lucario, Gardevoir, Go-Go, Talonflame, Victory Bell.
Yep.
Well, I've got it pulled because of how small yours is, and it's going, and where the line's going through it, mine's not doing it on my screen. That's why I go to the time so I can actually figure out the Pokemon.
That works. Oh, so
See,
interesting. Dragon Pulse for Lucario. Did he ever learn Dragon Pulse before? He did? Okay. I've not seen it before, so that's interesting to me. But what were you going to say? Right, you shoot.
First off, yeah. First off, I have Dragon Pulse on my Lucario on Scarlet and Violet.
See, I never got Dragon Pulse. But anyways, go ahead.
But, see, now this is a question more for you. With the ones that you know that are in the game between both trailers, who's going to be your 6?
Well, that really depends on if it's more like Arceus.
I'm just saying, as of right now, who would be the 6 you'd pick? And I'm not including like what the leaks and everything else. I'm talking about between the 2 trailers on who they've shown and the 2 trailers on the Pokemon you're going to pick.
So I'll tell you, I'm going to try and use Pokemon that I've never used before. Okay. Obviously, I've come to the conclusion my starter's going to be Emboar. Okay. Because I always choose fire starters. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm more curious about Emboar. As much as I love Totodile's line, Chikorita's line, I'm more curious about Emboar. So that's my fire. And I always got to do fire, grass, water, flying, a random, and a dragon. So, if I do Emboar's my fire, I'm going to do Bellsprout as my...
Victory Bell.
Yeah, Victory Bell is my grass. Not because of the Mega Victory Bell, but because...
I figured you were going to go.
I've never used Go-Goat either. In Red
How
and
would
Blue...
you never use Victory Bell?
In Red and Blue, I always chose Oddish. Always.
I guess I'm different on that.
Of Victory Bell.
I did Victory Bell over Vileplume every time. It's the same typing. I always thought Victory Bell looked so much cooler than Vileplume.
See, I like Vileplume. I like the way it is. I've never liked Bellsprout and Weeping Bell. Weeping Bell's probably the only one that I've liked truly out of the whole line. So we'll see. I'm probably going to choose Victory Bell though.
Okay, so Emboar, Victory Bell.
My water. I'm not going to do the usual Magikarp like everybody's going to do. I'm actually probably going to do either the Dragalge line or the Clawitzer line. So one of those two is my water. My flying, I can't do Talonflame because I did Talonflame and Scarby. So I'm gonna probably choose. I'm probably gonna go back to Pidgey. I've done Pidgey before, but I don't know. Wait, no. We know Honchkrow and Murkrow's in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Murkrow and Honchkrow.
So there's your flying dark type.
Yep. So I've got fire, water, grass, flying,
and dark.
And the next question is do I want to do
So
Lucario or Heracross?
So you've got... Well, I can't necessarily say that because we don't know if Emboar's going to be firefighting.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how that's going to turn out.
We're going to say you got guaranteed fire. You've got poison grass. You're flying dark. And who else did you say?
Clawitzer.
I think Cloudster's water dark, isn't it? Or is it just straight water?
I think it's just straight water.
Okay.
And then between Lucario and Heracross, I don't know which one I'm going to do. Because
Basic.
of Bug, I'm going to do Heracross.
Okay.
And then I got to get...
Who's your sixth and final? And like I said, we're not including like the sleek stuff that we know. We're just including what we have seen in both trailers.
As much as I love Dragonite, because I've never used Noivern, I'm going to use Noivern.
Okay.
We'll see how it turns out when the game actually comes out. But
that's what I'm saying, just as of right now with what we know from the trailers.
Yeah. These are all ones that I've, for the most part, never used in a playthrough. So what's yours?
I'm going Chikorita.
Okay.
I'm going to have Talonflame.
Okay.
I love Talonflame.
Talonflame's great. I'm really hoping for a Mega Talonflame.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been amazing.
Umbreon.
Nice.
Always. If Umbreon's in the game, it's an automatic. He's on the team. Yeah. I don't care. He's automatically on the team. I'm going to go with Steelix for Steel Ground.
Nice.
I'm going to go with Florges. I've never used Florges, so I'm going to use Florges on this one. Fairy Grass. Actually, I can't do that, especially if they make Meganium Fairy Grass.
But we don't know. Remember,
I know.
Go off
as of yeah.
Right
so
now.
I'm going to stay with Florges. So I'm going to have a double grass. And then I'm going to use Starmie.
Good choice. I've used Starmie before, but not very often.
Well, I've never used Starmie, even though I've just played the Gen 1s. I've never used Starmie.
Oh, man. I love using Starmie.
But from what little bit I did, and if they keep Starmie not much different in this...
Yeah.
Water, it has the water psychic moves.
That's true.
So
that is true.
Let us know down in the comments, though, trainers, who would be yours with the trailer, with the trailers we've seen.
Yeah, just from what we've seen, and if you've seen the leaks, don't take those into account because and we'll talk about it later too.
If
When we talk
we was
talk about
taking
some
to-
of the leaks.
If we was talking about some of those, I guarantee you both our teams would not be what we said.
Just know that some of the leaks that have dropped, most people are saying, "Oh, it's conclusive. These are going to happen." It's not conclusive until it's revealed. These are all leakers, and they might all be very trustful, but we don't know for certain. Game Freak could be crazy and be like, "Oh, yeah, all this was in the Terra leak or whatever. So let's do something totally off the wall." So, but we will talk about some of those leaks, and we'll kind of give you a heads up, like, hey, if you don't want to know anything about the new megas, here's where you stop. Okay. But we're gonna keep going. So we got Florges, and this Lure Flash Cannon. Oh, look at that graphic though. That's so epic, dude. And I love this.
Gives you an advantage. Kind of like they did in Arceus. If you snuck up behind them, they were stunned.
Yes, I love this. This is an awesome mechanic in ZA. It's just, that's so epic. And just a heads up, if y'all see me looking off to the left, there's a window over here, which is why I have so much light. I try to keep an eye on my neighbor's stuff because she sells stuff. So I got people over there and I don't see her yet. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye. But anyways, so this video. Now, this one part got me so excited on the possibilities, dude. So, first off, what Pokemon does this trainer have in his group? Can you see? I see Gengar, and then we know Digger.
Gengar. I can never remember the butterfly's name from X and Y.
Vivillon?
Yeah. Pyroar, Florges, and Ampharos.
Interesting.
That might change my team up a bit because I forgot about that.
Which one?
About a certain Pokemon.
Ampharos?
So instead of Florges, I'm gonna have Ampharos.
See, I remembered Ampharos, but every time I play Johto, I have to have Mareep and Ampharos. That'll be probably my downfall with this team because I don't have an electric type. I might change Clawitzer and do Electros. I've never used Electros either, so I might use Electros. Be that water electric. But anyways, so this part, all right, we got Binacle, we've got Diggersby. This is so epic. Okay, we've seen the Pokemon move around and everything, but in this point, Diggersby uses Dig.
To avoid an attack.
And would have been a super effective attack. Oh my goodness, dude.
See, I'm loving this. They're kind of bringing in the anime stuff with this.
And it also brings into account the normal game stuff, because if you think about it, whenever you use Dig, you go underground and your opponent's move misses there. It's just here we get to see it in action, right?
In time, and yeah.
Ooh, I forgot to unlock the card. Oh, that's so epic.
Wait, hold up.
What?
I wonder if you go back to the Diggersby, I just noticed this. Look down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, the Mega Bar. Yeah. So there's been a lot of talks about this one too, is all those moves that have the C plus and everything like that build up that meter, right? And then you have it filled, so when you go to a Pokemon that can be Mega Evolved, you can click it and it can be Mega Evolved. And it almost looks like, so if we go into the next scene, right, I noticed this on other parts, and I meant to say something. I'm glad you brought it up.
I just noticed that when I was see where it's so small on your screen, I can't see it.
Well, if you notice, look at it on this screen. It says press the R stick down.
Yeah, it's glowing and everything.
This
The Mega
trainer,
Evolve Alakazam.
It's not in battle yet. So he's doing this outside of battle. I think. Wait, maybe not. Hold on. I saw the 2 Pokeballs at the top, so maybe this is in battle.
No, they're not in battle because if they were in battle, you'd see the moves too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So he's doing this outside of battle before he jumps in. Then as he Mega Evolves, it puts him into battle. Is what I'm thinking.
Well, the 2 Pokeballs were up at the top when he Mega Evolved.
Yeah, as soon as he went to Mega Evolve, they went to battle. Is what it is. Because they're not that. Because if you scroll back, right.
Well, hold on. Actually,
at 21, they're not quite in battle yet. You can see as he's getting ready to Mega Evolve, then it pops up.
yeah. There.
That's what got their attention. Oh.
Hold on, I'm getting back to it.
I didn't notice this, and I'm going to probably be changing another team member.
Okay.
Look down next to. Oh wait, you can't right now.
Yeah, I can't yet.
Wait until until the Mega Alakazam defeats the Gardevoir, and watch the side underneath the mini map.
Now, one thing I am going to say before we get to that is Wish. What is Wish? I've never seen Wish. Is that a regular move?
It's a fairy type move.
Has Gardevoir learned that before?
Yes, Gardevoir can learn it.
Okay.
Wish is more kind of like a nullified recover, because Wish is more Pokemon before it uses it. The Pokemon that uses it doesn't really get the use of it. When it switches out, the Wish goes to the next Pokemon.
Interesting. I see. This is a move I didn't know anything about. So I saw that and I was like, "What is Wish?" And then,
but I could be wrong on that too, though.
I'm going to take your word for it. Trainers, if you know more about it, put it in the comments. Say that's right, because I'm actually very curious. I've never seen the move before. I could probably easily look it up, but we're going to stick to this. So of course in the mini map, it looks like you can see the elevator, right? And there's a whole bunch of, I bet you this is that area where there's a whole bunch of, sorry, got a notification up here. A whole bunch of like fashion stuff, shops and stuff, right? In that mini map, which is really kind of cool too. Alright, so uses Shadow Ball. He's got Safeguard, Psychic, Recover, and Shadow Ball. It's an interesting move.
Pause it right here. So if you look over underneath the mini map, look at who's under Alakazam.
Who is that? Oh, that's Pangoro. Yeah. I couldn't tell for a second. It looked totally off. Then Gyarados.
Think about why I said that though.
What, dark fighting? Or the panda? Yeah.
About to say, what is my nickname for 95% of people?
That's true.
See, if it wasn't for him being dark fighting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost tempted because I've got 2 different accounts on my Switch and everything.
Yeah.
One, I'm probably going to do a complete playthrough and nothing but Pansage. Not Pansage. Pancham.
and Goro.
Yeah. Nothing but them on my team.
Next challenger's ticket. So this is interesting, okay? When we pause it here, we know who we are. It shows the next trainer, the rank they're at. I'm wondering if this is like part of the missions, because if you look at the top, you see the promotion match, and then the battle zone. I wonder if it tells you which battle zone they're in. Interesting. What? I'm looking forward. Like, this is. We literally got a trailer a month after Pokemon Day, and who knows what Switch 2's gonna show.
See? I called it. I called it.
On which one?
When we done the breakdown of the trailer the first time,
Yeah.
I called it. I told you in March we was going to get another one.
Yeah, you did.
Almost
I
a
was saying,
month. Almost a
April.
month exactly later.
Yeah,
1 day shy of a month later.
yeah.
I called it.
And what's
They're getting this
crazy-
so hyped up.
It is.
I guarantee
It's
you,
hype season.
they're getting it so hyped up and stuff. They're gonna pop. Don't quote me. I could be wrong on this part, but they may drop a little bit each month to keep us hooked.
I'm thinking so because and see, they just dropped the second trailer. That tells me we're not looking at November. We're probably looking at September, October, like we were talking about before. I'm leaning more towards September, and I'm thinking every month, like you're saying, they're going to drop a little bit more. Like,
To keep us hooked.
yep, next month, I guarantee you will be the Switch 2 stuff. I don't think we'll get the same trailer next week.
I hope not. I hope
think
not.
we'll get something a little different. And
But see,
who knows? Maybe we'll even get something completely different. Maybe we'll get that black and white remake everybody was thinking about, and it'll only be on Switch 2. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get back to work and everything. I'm going to snack in the Switch too. I'm going to.
I'm gonna wait unless they drop a ZA themed Switch 2. But
Well, that's
my
what I'm.
hope
That's what
is to wait until Gen 10.
I look at it. If they make a special edition Switch 2, I'm snagging it. If they don't, then I'm going to wait.
See, Gen 10's what I'm really waiting for. Because if Gen 10 is, like we were going to talk about it this week in Greece, we're going to talk about it next week. So, start thinking about Greek mythology. But if Gen 10 is really Greece, I'm jumping all for that. Like, Greek mythology and Roman mythology, even as a kid, I absolutely loved learning about it. And, like, you have the Percy Jackson series. I love that series. And it's all about Greek mythology. And in the later books, it's about Roman mythology. I'm all for, like, reading that stuff. So, like, if Gen 10, Switch 2, yes, I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with you after the video.
So, Z, rank Y.
So you're going to go backwards.
Hence, Legends Z A. You start
Yeah, I know.
at rank Z and go to rank A.
I wonder what the special prize would be.
I don't know. I think it's the A legendary. Oh, I went backwards a little bit. I didn't know I could do that again. Let's see. Well, I won't make it easy for you because this taxi driver has a taxi dream. I'm going to reach rank A and abolish all forms of transit in Lumiose except taxis. So hold on. Okay, let me play this through. Because something just... When I reach rank A, I'm going to have Lumiose City hold a marathon. 2 people back to back. They've said, when I reach rank A, what's so
But if
special
you-
about rank A?
But see, where you don't have the volume and I do, it makes the remark. Let me back it up a little bit. Hang on. Here's each of I said to I wish.
Say that again?
Trainers that trainers that reach the top, rank A. See, let me back that up just to make sure I heard that right. So to have a wish granted for them. So basically, you get to rank A, you get any prize you want.
Ooh. I want to refocus your camera. Oh, there you go. Okay. So
that's why I'm also got it where I can listen to it, because you can't actually do that in the video.
Yeah.
So
here's my question now. What's our stake in this? Why are we doing it? That's
maybe
some story stuff right there.
See, I wonder if there's no gyms and stuff, if you can go down there, you can basically write your own story. We'll all play differently. We can write our own story going through ZA.
Interesting. Maybe there will be choices or something, and at the end we get to make our own choice of what the ending is going to be. That's something Pokemon's never done before. And if this is the most ambitious title they've ever done, oh, dude.
But see, you can see where I'm coming from on that, though.
Yeah.
Because this is supposed to be one of their experimental babies. Why not let the players choose? Let the players choose their game. Let the players choose their gameplay. Don't basically make them have to follow pretty much a straight line. Let them choose their gameplay, how they want to do it. And I don't mean just picking their team and everything. I mean, let them dictate the game.
It's a possibility. I think we'll see a portion of that. I don't think they'll jump all in like that, but I think we'll see a portion.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Yeah. I'm not saying the whole thing, but like you've got where you make your own decisions. You're not having to just
be railroaded into the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that possibly being. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. We're almost through.
Even though it's bad, I hope they give an option where you can have your good, neutral, and evil.
Oh, that'd be
choice.
And now I will say, Pokemon does seem to take inspiration from different, specifically Zelda, but from different franchises. And one of the things that Digimon actually did in one of their latest games was there is a different. It's not like your normal style game. Like your choices matter. It gives you so much influence into certain things. So this, if what we're saying is true, that could be it. I love the run-on phones though. That's epic. Alright, so we got the little battle emblems. So we're gonna battle.
Screen.
Okay. This. Oh, no, not this part. Just kidding. Clawitzer with Fletchender. We got Talonflame using Brave
Hawlucha
against Hawlucha. With Quasartico with Lumiose Tower in the back. Keep showing that. Alright.
There could be something special with the tower.
Could. Now, this part. Why in the middle of the trailer show Eternal Floette and AZ? For no reason.
Middle. This is the end of the trailer.
Well, and somewhere in the trailer, and it doesn't have anything to do with him. They've already talked about him. Why show him? And not show our Zygarde 2. I'm wondering if these are two story points. Especially Zygarde.
I still stick with what I said last time.
Now, this part. As soon as I watched this live and I was talking to the guys on the stream, I was like, did you not see the pink aura at the end? Let's talk about the pink aura. Like, is this... I'm thinking this is outside the royal, okay? I'm thinking this is part of the story. But what is this pink aura?
Potentially a new legendary.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Because that's not Mega Evolution. Mega is the rainbow. This is pink. What if all these battles, these Mega battles and all that stuff is fueling this Pokemon? And this also plays into a little bit of the anime. If y'all watch the anime, the Horizons anime, or if you don't, you need to. If you do, you're probably further than I am, but you know what I'm talking about. The Recurium. Okay, pink. Also, the ultimate weapon. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, EMS go. Alright. Okay. But anyways, this pink dust. Sure enough, as you got a call. I hear a call in the background. I'm like, hold on, y'all. But it's an EMS call. But I think this has something to do with the anime too. So I'm not this far in the Horizons anime, which, Panda, you've got to watch the anime.
Got to. What do you mean? What do you mean?
The Horizons anime?
What do you mean? I'm all caught up in it right now.
Are you? So you're further than I am, but I know about this part. The Recurium. The pink. The Recurium. I'm just now on the Netflix portion. I'm on like episode 7 or 8. Once I finish the Netflix ones, I'm going into the Japanese. Which, while we're on the topic of the anime, the Japanese intros and exits are so much better than the English ones. So much better. Anyways, alright. That part, though, I was like, man, there's something about it.
See, the thing is, if only you... To me, like, if you could actually listen to it when that comes up... Let me back this up just a hair. As it's going, even though it's just the music, but it may potentially be a hint. If you actually listen to it and everything,
Yeah.
it kind of puts me in the mind of a musical tone, even though I don't think it's necessarily this, but it puts me, Sylveon's Cry.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of Sylveon. To me, that's what it sounds like. A mix of Sylveon and dang it, Gen 3.
What in Gen 3?
Fairy type. It's in Gen 3 that got a fairy type. It's not necessarily because they didn't have fairy type in Gen 3 yet. Azumarill.
Oh, Azumarill. Yeah. That's Gen 2.
Azumarill.
It's Johto.
Meryl and all them was Gen 2?
Yep.
Oh, I thought they was Gen 3. I'm sorry.
Yep. Gen
but
2.
Gen 2, but Azumarill and Sylveon's Cry, but like in a mixed into like a musical tone. If you could actually, that's what it puts me in the mind of. So maybe a fairy legendary.
Okay, we're gonna get.
This is all. This is just.
Here, we're gonna get.
This is just guessing. Don't take that to heart.
We're getting into leaks, so if you don't want to hear any leaks,
click off the video now.
Click off now. Make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, you're okay with the leaks. Alright, so what if, okay, one of the things that was possibly leaked, Eternal Flower Floette. Mega Eternal Flower Floette. She was there with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate weapon is pink. What if it's Mega Flower Floette? A Pokemon that is technically a Paradox Pokemon, but now Mega evolves.
But see, the thing is with that though, then it couldn't necessarily be a legendary that we could get because it's already somebody's Pokemon.
But if we're getting a Mega, it means we can get it. And in the data mine, guess which Pokemon is in the data of Pokemon Home?
Eternal Floette.
Eternal Flower Floette. Not just Floette. Eternal Flower Floette is in the data of Pokemon Home. If we cannot get Eternal Flower Floette, why is it in the data?
Because it could potentially be like a gift or something we eventually give, not something we catch.
ZA.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But still, that doesn't mean my thought process isn't wrong then, because it'd be only one that we can get. If we can't,
unless you restarted the game, it'd just be like the Kami Trio, Thunderous, Enamorous. There we go. You can only get one from ZA, unless you complete the decks and you get the shiny one. But in the game, you can only get one, and then you have to restart the game all over again to get it again. So you might be able to get another, but you have to restart the game all over just to get one. So, but we're getting into leaks now. So, we talked about last week, Mega Victory Bell. We're going to run through this because I know you've got to go. You still got to go, correct?
They changed.
Alright. So, we can take our time just a little bit. Because, we don't have to spend a whole lot of time. So, on Tuesday, if you're still here, the leak dam broke. The flood of leaks broke through the dam. Because we had Centro Leaks on X, if you follow him. Riddler 2. We had Pori Leaks. We had Necro Felipe. These are all different accounts on X, and all of them started dropping leaks like no other, and riddles and straight up leaks. So after it's all said and done, we ended up with a list. Somebody just straight up drop a list of the leaked megas. Not even story leaks, because I'm going to tell y'all, we will never cover story leaks on this channel at all, because I don't want to know story leaks. I'm not doing it. So I'm not doing it. Y'all don't have to worry about that. But megas. So there is a list of 26 megas across most of the gens, the newest being Gen 8. Okay, so the list is Clefable. Alright. Starmie. Now, we don't know what any of these look like, and these, again, I want to emphasize, these
are not guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. They're not guaranteed. This is just speculation. Until it drops, these are possible leaks. They're not confirmed. I have to keep reiterating that. We talked about last week, Victory Bell. Which I've seen some interesting fan arts on Victory Bell, and I'm excited. If it was for real that way. My boy Dragonite got, according to the leaks, possibly a mega. is needed something for a long while. Meganium, which is, I'm not gonna lie, this makes me sad that they're getting megas. I mean, we don't know if they're gonna get regionals, but they're getting megas, which makes me think it could be both. I hope they're both. I really want regionals, but mega, seeing that they have megas kind of drops my spirits just a little bit. I'm still holding on to hope.
But you know just as well as I do. Just because they got the megas does not mean Game Freak's not going to give them regionals.
I mean, that's very true. That is very true. But Mega Meganium, Mega Feraligatr, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there, Mega Emboar. Okay, so the starters get megas. I'm going to go ahead and knock these off the list. Speculation again. The Kalos starters get megas. Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja. Skarmory, which I've seen a fan art of that one. Looks so awesome. Oh, but I have not seen, I don't think we've seen the Skarmory. Yes, we have. Just kidding. Never mind. Forget I said that. Frostlass. I'm actually very curious, and I might, if it's true, I might change my bug Pokemon that I pick. Scolipede. If we get a Mega Scolipede, I might change my answer.
Frostlass don't need no love. Frostlass is too OP.
But Mega Glalie got one.
I don't care. Glalie is not as OP as Frostlass. You know I'm not wrong.
I don't know. I've seen both of them in competitive.
But the reason why I'm saying that, but they may have also changed this, because of Frostlass ability.
Oh, they've probably changed that. They probably have.
Because there's only technically 4 Pokemon that has that ability, unless they finally changed out to newer generations. It was Frostlass and the Mamoswine line.
Yeah. I think they changed that.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's one. If hail's going on, there's more of a chance for evasion and stuff. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I hope you do. And I'm not just going crazy.
I'm looking up. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. One of my apps that I use for Pokedex kind of stopped. They don't work on my new phone. Really sad. Okay, Frostlass. Abilities: Snowcloak and Curse Body is the hitting one.
Snowcloak.
All it does is boost evasion in a hailstorm.
But with that, and then with one, I can't remember the move set.
Mm-hmm.
That I can't remember the move that it is. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's one that ow. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that moveset. Man. Powder Snow, Protect, Action. No, I didn't want fucking Headbutt. Was this it? No, I don't think that. Did they take that move away?
I think. I'm not sure which move you're talking about, but I'm thinking so. But I'm gonna, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna keep going. Excadrill is getting possibly a Mega. Electros, which I'm kind of excited to see what happens with that. Scrafty, Chandelure, of course there's a Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, Pyroar. I'm kind of curious about that one too. Malamar. Malamar is kind of scary, to be honest, because Malamar is an evil Pokemon already. Mega just emphasizes that. Barbaracle. I'm not a fan of that getting one. I don't like Barbaracle. Dragalge. And of course we were talking Hawlucha's getting one. I mean, again.
Ominous Wind. That's what I was trying to remember.
Eternal Flower Floette is possibly getting a Mega, like we talked about earlier. Zygarde, and then Grandpa, which I am so excited about that one. And one I'm really super excited for is Phalanx is going to be getting one, possibly. So all this dropped in, no joke, a 24 to 48 hour span before the Nintendo Direct dropped yesterday. Oh, like, so much stuff happened. So much stuff happened. And it's not even, like, we're not even there yet, y'all. Not even there yet.
Because Ominous Wind has, with where Hailstorm's going on, using Ominous Wind, it gives it a boost to its speed and attack. Has a chance to give it its, and I think it's like a 50% chance to increase everything. Don't quote me. That's the only thing. If they bring that move back, yeah, no. Fuck Frostlass.
I don't think they will. But that's pretty much all we got today. We went over the trailer. We went over some leaks. And we're gonna have more stuff next week. I'm curious if we're even gonna be able to get to the Gen 10 stuff that we were talking about. If the Switch 2 Direct is next week. Like, if they drop some more stuff at Switch 2 Direct, it's gonna be crazy.
Wow. So I did find some good news with that.
Okay.
Frostlass may not be as OP anyway, and I highly doubt they do. But since Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl,
yeah,
it's not even been in the game.
What, Frostlass?
No.
Or Ominous Wind?
Ominous Wind.
Oh yeah.
The last game Ominous Wind was in was Sun and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, basically.
Yeah, I have not seen Ominous Wind, so. But again, I haven't seen all the moves. I've never seen Wish, so.
Yeah, but no, this is the description I'm getting with it. This is from Sword and Shield, Shining Pearl, and Brilliant Diamond. This move cannot be used. It's recommended that this move is forgotten. Once forgotten, this move can't be remembered. So they took that move out. Because it made Frostlass, I believe, was the only one that could learn Ominous Wind. No. Okay, so I'm going to give you the list that can know it. Frostlass, well, Natu, I can never say his evolution. Natu's evolution.
Xatu. Well, while he's finishing that up, we're going to go ahead and call it. Because we're about an hour and a half so far. But definitely stay tuned to the news, y'all. There's going to be a lot more stuff, I guarantee you. And next week this will be another video that will be dropping real quick after last week's. I'm in the process of finishing editing last week's, and we'll drop this week's probably sometime within the next couple days, hopefully. But with that, y'all, make sure, again, like this video, click that share button, share it out, Facebook, X, whatever, TikTok. whatever it may be, share us out. I mean, also comment. Let us know what you think about what we're talking about. If there's anything you want to talk about. What's your ideas? And eventually we'll get into some more, but it is ZA hype season, y'all. And comment, like, share, subscribe. Yeah. With that, we're going to go ahead and call it. And we'll catch y'all next time, trainers. Peace.